Deandre Ayton was a mistake for the Los Angeles Lakers. In the offseason, the Lakers were in panic mode and they needed a center to complement Luka, Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves very badly. So they went and signed Deandre Ayton. They signed Ayton to a very friendly 2-year, $16 million deal. And with the contracts that Ayton had in the previous seasons, this deal really represented, hey, big guy, this is your chance to prove yourself, prove to the LA community that you want to be here, you want to be in the NBA, you want to play hard, and you want to win games. And to Ayton's credit, in the beginning of the season, he did start off strong. I'm actually going to read off his splits for the month of October and November. In the month of October, Ayton averaged 14.8 points a game, 7.8 rebounds on 62% shooting. In November, which was Ayton's best month of the year. And this is when every Lakers fan was ranting about Ayton, saying that he was playing very well and they were happy with his performance. He averaged 16.6 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 1.3 blocks. In the month of December, this is where the Deandre Ayton drop happened. He averaged 12.3 points a game, 8.5 rebounds, and 0.7 blocks on 69% from the field. His absolute worst month of the year is in January, where he's currently averaging 10.8 points per game, 8.6 rebounds, and 0.9 blocks, pretty much a block a game, and he's shooting 55% from the field. There are a lot of issues in Deandre Ayton's game, and it's really not even a skill factor. It is the lack of consistent effort, defensive urgency, and his lack of physicality, despite his ideal size of being a 7-foot center at 252 pounds and mobile on the offensive end. Ayton doesn't box out hard. There have been multiple instances where he has not grabbed a rebound because he's out there flat-footed, he's not hustling, and he's not boxing out being physical. He's never been a good shot blocker. He doesn't contest with force, and he's 7 feet tall, which is very confusing because you think he would be a good shot blocker, and he's just not. In his second season in the NBA, Ayton averaged 1.5 blocks a game, which is pretty solid numbers for a center, and you would have thought that he would have grew after that season as a defender. Instead, the next season, he averaged 1.2 blocks a game, and after that, he's barely scratching the surface every single season of averaging 1 block per game. There are centers in the league right now who are getting paid way more than Ayton, and they don't even have the skill set of Deandre Ayton. Some, for example, is like an Isaiah Hartenstein, a Jakob Poeltl in Toronto, even someone like a Wendell Carter Jr. for the Magic. He just signed a new 3-year, $58 million deal, and you have Deandre Ayton sitting there making $8 million a year when you were a former #1 pick in the NBA. If you could go back 8 years ago to the 2018 draft when Deandre Ayton got picked first and Luka Doncic got picked third, if you told anyone in 2018 that you would have Deandre Ayton and Luka Doncic paired up on a Lakers team in the future, someone in 2018 would have told you that that has to be a championship contender. And that is not what this Lakers team is with Deandre Ayton as the center. Deandre Ayton made remarks about his coach. They asked him about having a tough practice. Deandre Ayton blew it off, asking reporters did they believe that, which I feel like was very immature of DA. And in the interview, Deandre Ayton was quoted saying that bigs can't feed themselves. I have heard Shaq say this, I've heard DeMarcus Cousins say this, and I also agree with them. Deandre Ayton, no one is bringing you on their team to be the first option or the second option. He's 27 at the moment. His better days are probably behind him. And no team in the NBA is bringing him in to be that type of scorer. In my personal opinion, and like I said before, great centers have said this about him. If you want more touches, crash the glass, hustle down the court. The Lakers aren't gonna sit here and draw up plays for you, Ayton, when they have guys like Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves on the floor. So you have to have a different mindset of, hey, I gotta go get mine in any type of way. I'm gonna hit the offensive glass, I'm gonna get some second chance opportunities, I'm gonna do this, and instead he does not play that way. I just seen Deandre Ayton play against the Dallas Mavericks, and he indeed got 16 shot attempts that game, and he only hit 4. We all seen that Dallas Mavericks game. Deandre Ayton was not finishing with any force down low. He was missing bunnies at the rim. And when Luka was throwing him lobs, he was trying to lay the ball up instead of dunking the damn ball. And that's what has JJ Redick playing Jaxson Hayes late in game situations over Deandre Ayton, a guy that they didn't even think they were going to re-sign. And now Jaxson Hayes is a bright spot for this Lakers team. Luka Doncic has even given Jaxson Hayes credit, saying he loves playing with him. He has improved his game. And they have great chemistry, especially in the pick and roll where Jaxson Hayes is a lob threat, something that Luka Doncic really plays well with. We've seen that in Dallas when he had the combination of Lively and Gafford. And to be honest, I just don't feel like Deandre Ayton is that type of center for Luka Doncic. He's not the type of lob threat that someone like Jaxson Hayes is. He doesn't protect the rim in ways that a Gafford or a Lively could protect the rim and help Luka out on defense with the rest of the team. And to be honest, Deandre Ayton's offensive bag isn't that big. He does not stretch the floor. He doesn't have a go-to post-up move. But to his credit, he has very soft touch around the rim. I'm not taking that away from DA, but at the end of the day, he has to grow up and realize this this isn't my role in the league anymore. He had a chance in Phoenix, they shipped him off. He had a chance in Portland, they shipped him off. All the fans say the same thing about Deandre Ayton. They question his effort, they question his physicality, and they question if he's a winning player in the league. This drop in his performance isn't a coincidence. I honestly feel like he's upset with his role in Los Angeles, and he's not in a position to be doing that. You even have guys like Kendrick Perkins saying that you might not be in the league in 2 years. If I was DA, I would be taking that very personal and playing hard every single game, but instead you're finding yourself on the bench in late game situations when you're the starting center for this team and a former #1 pick in the NBA. So there are a lot of questions for Deandre Ayton. I don't feel like he's the center for Los Angeles. I'm curious to see if Los Angeles plans on moving him before the trade deadline or in the offseason. He's just not the guy for the Lakers. And maybe if he could have been consistent with his effort and play that he displayed in the beginning of the season, we wouldn't be having these talks right now, but we are because he is playing terribly at the moment. So it's a boy 100 points. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment if you enjoyed the content. I would love to hear what you guys think about Deandre Ayton, especially some Lakers fans. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.